The third attack that we're gonna do from the overhook, right? So our overhook entries are gonna stay the same. This time I'm gonna use my Kimura entry, so I'm gonna break that grip off, drive it to the ground, punch my hand through, and I've got my grip here, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push his face, all right? I'm not gonna get the grip this time. I'm gonna start the hip out, right? If I can control his hand, or if he does, you know, something silly like try to move my foot out, right? I'm gonna pull my leg out of there, and I'm gonna go for the triangle attack, okay? So we're here. I've got good control. He's got to worry about this arm bar, right? He's got to worry about getting choked. He's got to worry about a lot of different things, and I'm hoping that he makes the mistake. Me just trying to drive his hand out of here is going to be difficult. I can do this if I've got the grip, right? And I can get my foot on the elbow, okay? So, but most of the time, they start to feel like, because I've taken my foot off all the other ones I've showed, we've kept that foot on the hip, like this, right? So they can't take it off there. So I've pulled that foot out, so now he feels like he can clear that foot, and I'm gonna make my triangle hook, okay? Now, in order to finish this triangle, I'm gonna have to let go of my overhook, but I'm in such a dominant position here to finish the triangle, I'm willing to do that, okay? So I'm gonna try to hook this arm here, I'm gonna spin to the side here, and I'm gonna throw my triangle on right here. No hands, no head, anything right here, and I've got that thing locked up nice and tight. Okay, because of the direction I'm twisting one way, back the other way, it puts me in a very, very tight triangle position, all right? So, again, I'm gonna attack that overhook, Kimura lock. I'm gonna put it on the ground. I'm gonna dive over it this time. I'm gonna stick my hand in here. I'm gonna hip out. Look where my foot comes all the way out. He put his hand on top of it. I felt him do that. So I'm gonna dive in. Now look, I'm cutting that angle. A lot of times I'll reach over here and I'll grab the shoulder so that I can cut that angle. See how tight I cut the angle? Yeah. Now both my feet are facing this direction. When I put my foot over there, it's not even behind my knee. See where it's touching that? It's my calf. Okay, but I lock both feet up and then I drive both feet to the ground. Okay? All right, it's impossible for him to stack me because he's going that direction, right? He can't put me up on my back or put me up on my head as long as I cut that angle nice and tight. All right? Go back into our first entry, break that off, come over the top, I'm gonna put my hand in the gi. All right, so the difference this time is when I open up my feet, right? My foot goes to the hip, but then my opposite goes to the hip. He puts his hand on it thinking he's gonna be able to escape it and come around it, right? I'm gonna cut that angle. I'm looking for that opposite arm, right? The leg, even if he sticks that leg out there enough, if he's got it up, right? I'm gonna cut that angle here. I don't need to worry about pulling that arm over to the opposite side of the body when I triangle this direction, okay? If I'm triangled here, right? The only time I need to pull the arm across the body is if I'm head on head triangling. But when I cut this type of an angle, right, and my feet are cutting like this, I've got the power of both legs coming down like that right there. Okay, so when they're locked up and they're squeezed and they're pointing in the same direction and I drive them to the ground, he gets super, super tight. But I don't have to have that arm across his body. If he tries to stack me whatsoever, right, he's dropping down. I've got the arm bar and the triangle and the wrist lock, and I can break a couple knuckles, right?